The steak was supposed to be the test. That's what Marcus Hale told himself as he slid into the cracked leather booth of a small roadside restaurant, tugging the brim of his cap a little lower. No private jets. No assistants, no tailored suit. Just a man in a worn jacket ordering dinner like everyone else. No one in that room knew he was a billionaire. Marcus had built his fortune from nothing, but lately, something had been eating at him worse than hunger. Success had come fast, loud, and expensive, and somewhere in between boardrooms and headlines he lost touch with people, with real life, so every few months he went undercover, not for publicity, not for a show, just to feel human again. The waitress approached his table with a tired smile that still managed to feel genuine. "Evening," she said. "Special today is the ribeye. I'll have the steak," Marcus replied. "Medium?" She nodded, scribbled it down, and paused. Her eyes flicked to his hands, rough, scarred, not the kind that came from sitting behind a desk. "Long day?" she asked. He smiled faintly. "Long life." She chuckled softly, then moved on. The restaurant buzzed with ordinary sounds. Silverware clinking, quiet laughter, the hum of a tired jukebox. Marcus watched people eat, talk, argue, forgive. He realized how long it had been since he'd sat anywhere without being treated like a headline. When the steak arrived, it looked perfect, juicy, carefully plated. As the waitress set it down, she slipped something under the edge of the plate. So smooth, so subtle, he almost missed it. Their eyes met for half a second. "Enjoy your meal," she said. Marcus waited until she walked away. Then he lifted the plate just enough to see a folded piece of paper. Curious, he opened it. "Don't eat the steak." His stomach tightened. Below it, in neat handwriting, were 4 more words: "Trust me, please." Marcus looked up. The waitress was at the counter, pretending to refill a salt shaker, but her shoulders were tense. This wasn't a prank. This was fear. He flagged her down quietly. "Why?" he whispered. She swallowed. "The freezer broke this morning. Manager said serve it anyway. I tried to stop it." Marcus glanced at the kitchen door. "Why didn't you refuse?" Her voice cracked just slightly. "I need this job, but I couldn't let you get sick." There it was, a stranger choosing his well-being over her own security. Marcus pushed the plate aside. "Thank you," he said gently. She nodded, relief flooding her face, and hurried away. What she didn't know was that Marcus owned one of the largest food safety logistics companies in the country. What she didn't know was that this moment, this small, quiet act of integrity, had just outweighed every quarterly report he'd ever read. After paying, Marcus left a generous tip. But he wasn't done. The next morning, the restaurant was closed. By afternoon, health inspectors arrived, not to punish but to retrain. The broken freezer was replaced. Staff received paid food safety training. The manager was let go, and the waitress. She was offered a new Rolo, overseeing quality and safety across several locations owned by a company she'd never heard of. When Marcus returned weeks later, this time as himself, she stared at him in disbelief. "You?" she whispered. "The steak." He smiled. "The note." They laughed, and for a moment the world felt lighter, because sometimes a folded piece of paper can change a life. Sometimes kindness costs more than money. It means far more. And in a world that often rewards silence, stories like this remind us that kindness still matters.